set. Java set interface. Sorry, I didn't mention it is an interface. Java set is an interface. So set is a interface. Again, it is a member of collection of Java framework. Unlike list, set does not allow you to add duplicates. Okay, will not allow duplicates. Now you have a requirement, you want to give a distinct elements, then I will go for a set. Now set does not support indexes. As it doesn't support duplicate elements, it doesn't support indexes also. It doesn't support indexes. So if you support indexes, again it will be like, what do you say, duplication. So the behavior of set is, so set I say a real-time example. When I say real-time example of set, what is the set? You go to a library, you will get a set of books to you. You will not get a list of books. You go to a hotel, they will carry a list of plates, a pile of plates. So it will be the plates. A plate will be a duplicate one. It will be similar to another, right? So you need to remember in a such a real-time example so that you will never forget. Right. So we will see a small example of set also. I will show you that. Before to that, we will discuss about hash set also. So as we have a list and array list, we have set and hash set. We have a set and hash set. Hash set which implements the set. Okay. Which implements the set. It inherits from abstract set, like abstract list. We have abstract set class also. Okay. So stores the element by using a mechanism called hashing. Okay, you need to remember this point. And it contains only unique elements, whereas array list contains duplicate elements. So again, it allows null values. It also allows null values. The array list also allows null values, whereas multiple null values was possible, only single, because it contains distinct elements. Again, it is non-synchronized one. It doesn't maintain insertion order for you, as we have in what do you say, in a list we have an insertion order. Here we will not have any insertion order. So whenever we have a search operations, okay, search operations, then I will go for hash set. Okay, the initial capacity of hash set is 16. As I told you, the capacity is 16 for me. Okay, the order complexity of both array list and set is order of 1. So what is this big order of 1? This is nothing but a big O notation. Hello? Anything? Someone about to say something here. Do you want to stop anywhere? Okay. We will carry on. Right. Coming to, we will see one example, then we will move for a theoretical part. So now we were creating a set of values. Okay. Have I done an example or should I do? No. Fine. So as I told you earlier, set of integers. Set of integers. So we'll say, so this time we will say set of strings. So we have taken already integers. So this time we'll say, so we'll say names is equal to, so again we have created an object. We need to create an instance for it. So how we will create an instance? Using a new keyword. So names dot add, because it is there in collection. I don't want to learn much. So I know collection root interface methods. I know collections. Okay. So I am aware of that. Yes, I want to add a string. Yes, that is my motto. So even non-Java persons, electronic persons, even a front-end guys, you don't need to dig into like you don't want to fear. Okay, what is collection? Is it big so much? No, it is very easy. If you know collection root interface, that 10 methods, it's enough for you. You can survive. You can survive. But depending on other requirements, yes, you need to go and search, do a Google search and learn. or you can ask your peers or seniors or some backend people, anyone. So just it is like you know the root interface of collection and that's it enough. We will say so as the collection as the definition of set says it doesn't allow duplicates. So I will try to give them duplicate value. Okay, fine. So now so it says it doesn't maintain insertion order. So I will give after H I will give you some name. So it says it allows only one null value. So like so that also we will cover. So it says I have in collection says I have some names already. Names what do you say? I will say from some other set. Okay, from some other set I will show you. That is the some name I will give. What we can give? We can give what object here. Enough. I don't want to waste the time of it. Right. So from object also I will have some names. Object dot add. Okay. So we will give again. We will give Ajay. So now I have two objects of set, right? So from Java 7, you don't want to mention the what is the data type of your implementation. Automatically from the declaration itself, it will understand and JVM is efficient. You don't want to explicitly mention in your class implementation. You don't want to mention a string again. You don't want to mention a string again. Okay. Automatically the JVM will understand. So now we want to add names. I am adding a collection to a collection. Okay, using a what is that? Add all. We saw the method called add all. Where it is present? It is present in where in collection frame in collection interface. In collection interface. So now what we are doing? We are having. So now as we say Ajay, how many times? 2 times, 3 times we have, and we have one null, and we should have some we don't have some insertion order, right? So how it will go, we'll see. So now rather than having a Hemant here, we will have Hemant as a second one, and we'll see. So before to see that we need to loop it, right? So how we loop? Using a for each loop. We can loop in a different manner also, but as we have a time constraint, I will show you later on. So names, yeah, names. Okay, it is not a set; it is a string. It is a string. So this is out office. I will make it enlarge so that everyone can see. So if you see here, you added Ajay in first set also, and here you added Ajay in second set also. You added Ajay thrice, but it gave you a single time. And you added Hemant at a second row and Himaja at a second row, whereas it doesn't maintain a insertion order. It allows a single null. That's it. If you give null multiple times also, it won't bother. So that the behavior of set is to give you a distinct elements. You get n number of set into one set, it will give you a single time. So in order to write this programming, how much time it will take? How much big code you would have written? So this is called a framework, like it will give you, which is helping you to reduce a lot of code. Okay, which is helping you to reduce a lot of code. So now here from the PPT what we have learned. Okay, from the PPT what we have learned.
Kiran, I have one thing to ask on that. Anju here. When we are adding two different sets, right? There, so it will take order of both of them separately.
No, it doesn't maintain order itself. It doesn't maintain order.
Yes, insertion order it won't maintain, but individual set order it is maintaining, right?
No, it is not maintaining. As it is not allowing you insertion order, as it is not allowing you duplicate elements, by default you should forget your order itself here. So it doesn't maintain any insertion order here. Any insertion order here. It doesn't maintain any insertion order. Hope I answered.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
So now, whenever you have a search, as I told you earlier, I can't show you that search operations. Like when you are going with your implementations in your live programming, you can do that. So now, whenever we compare and read, so like my thing is like we'll compare and read everything. So when we compare and read, so list maintains a sequence of elements, whereas it doesn't maintain a sequence of element. But linked hash set maintains the insertion order. So in order to go with the insertion order, we need to go to another class called linked hash set, and it will give you again a distinct elements which will maintain an insertion order. So we had one requirement in global expertise search. Okay, so whatever the people with maximum percentage we will get from DB, but when we are giving to front end, as we keep into set and we give to front end, we were a difficulty, like we were facing a problem, like the insertion order was not maintained in the set. Okay, so now then we took a linked hash set. So in such case, tomorrow you have some requirement. Okay, this is not only array list, this is in the collection framework. We have set, not only a set. Tomorrow you have a requirement like you want to get the insertion order to front end. Then I will go for a linked hash set. Linked hash set. Okay, not a linked list. This is a linked hash set. This is this linked hash set is built on top of hash set. I will show you that. So now duplication. So list doesn't list maintains a duplication, whereas it doesn't maintain a duplication. Now methods, like in addition to the defined collection defined methods, list has its own methods. Set doesn't define any additional method. So set won't have any additional method, whereas a list have its own additional methods. So what are the set methods? By default, whatever is there in collection, set methods are same. Okay. So implementation. So now coming to implementation, list is implemented by array list, linked list, vector and stack. Like vector and stack is like they are exhausted from Java 5. Now array list and linked list are the maximum we use. Whereas set, as I told you, hash set, linked hash set, tree set. Okay, you want to maintain, you are maintaining in linked hash set, you are maintaining a insertion order, but you want a ascending order and descending order. Then I will go for a tree set. That examples also we'll see. Now, what is the difference between hash set and array list? Okay, the implementation is done by set, whereas array list is done by list. The internal implementation backed by hash map. The internal implementation backed by array. So we'll see how the internal implementation of hash map is done tomorrow in further upcoming class, maybe tomorrow or further upcoming class. Whereas hash set doesn't maintain duplicates. It permits the duplicates. You know the ordering. Okay, unordered in a hash set. Whereas in a linked list, in a list you know. Yes, in a linked list or a list, you know, it maintains an insertion order. Okay, it maintains an order. So here, index-based operations in set, no, because it doesn't have a methods itself. Whereas in list, it has additional methods other than the collection. Okay, whereas order of n, here, you need to understand this point. So that this was I was telling to you people, order of n, complexity. To do an operation on a collection, there is a order of n. There is the order of n. Okay. Now tomorrow they will ask you like how did you define that you used this collection. Okay, tomorrow you take lead asks. Okay, so how you choose the collection over this? So you can say you need to know the what is the order of complexity also. What is that? This order you need to understand. Okay, so this is nothing but a big Go notation. Okay, so it's like you have what do you say? Some notations here. Order of n. Okay, order of log n, order of n log n. So like this we have every collection has some big notations. The time complexity measurement, the time complexity of measurement to do some operations on a collection. Okay, you know that and use this. It's like it's not like that I know array list and I'll go and use the list. I know Java. No, you have a lot of things to understand inside that. One time you understand, it is very easy to you to habituate this. Okay, so now you may read this slide further. Okay, I will give you the links also along with this PPT. I will give you the links. You may read this slide more. So what is the order of complexity? Order complexity in order to do an insertion, in order to do a deletion. So order of n we need to know and use it. That's what it's telling. The fastest possible way running time for any runtime analysis. Okay, so I need to search. I need to do a search. I need to do an insertion. I need to do a deletion. I need to do a what do you say? Fetch the data. Okay, in that case, so I have a manipulation on a list. I will go for a linked list. I will not go for a array list. Okay, so the time complexity of all collections can be seen in this link. You can go to this link. So those who don't have GitHub opening in your Office systems, you can go through this slide, like go through this URL outside. Okay, you can go through this URL outside, or I'll try to pull that PPT also, and I'll send you. Okay, similarities. I want to know the similarities between the hash set and the like allows null synchronize. Both are traversable. Okay, through the iterator, like iterator, both as iterator. Okay, okay. So now this is not a big deal.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you. Please keep on subscribe to the channel for more videos. Hit on the bell icon. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Thanks for once again. Please like, comment and share. See you next time. Bye bye.